Right out of the gate, this is bigger than it sounds. Indecent exposure might seem minor, but a conviction can stick for life. Think registration requirements, job barriers, and serious stigma. So the real battle here? Identity. If that's shaky, the whole case wobbles.
What was the last name again?
Lane, Brandon Lane, yeah.
You were charged with indecent exposure. You wanted to do the PC on indecent?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with indecent exposure. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
May 26, 2024, officers were dispatched to a defendant touching his private area at the Metro-owned downtown transit center located on 1900 Main Street, Harris County, Texas. The officer was advised by Metro Dispatch that the complainant called and stated that the defendant was exposing himself to her. Complainant told officers that the defendant was a black male in a blue hoodie and boarded a Metro bus, and then ultimately pointed the bus that he had boarded. Individual matching the description, and complainant witness confirmed that that was the same person. Complainant stated that the defendant followed her from across the street, pulled out his penis, and started exposing it to her and looking at her. She further stated that the defendant began stroking his penis back and forth with his hands, looking at her without speaking, approximately 5 to 10 feet away.
And here's the first crack in the case. A single eyewitness, no video, and a fast-moving situation? That's risky territory in court. Misidentifications happen more often than people think, especially under stress. So ask yourself, is confidence the same as accuracy?
The complainant stated that she was unable to tell if he was erect, but she was able to clearly see his penis as he was stroking.
Your Honor, after speaking with my client, the officers approached 2 males. I have to wait on body cam to see what the other male looked like, but my client's saying that wasn't him. He just.
I mean, I don't know. I think that there's probable cause to go forward now. Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, we will get the body cam to ensure and see if that is in fact you, because we don't know. All we know is that we have someone that has identified you. I will try to have them get the body. Do you have it now? What evidence do you have now?
This moment is huge. The judge is basically saying, show me what you've got, and the answer is, not much. No body cam, no physical evidence yet. Legally, probable cause is a low bar, but it still needs something concrete. Right now, this case is running on fumes.
This is a brand new case, Your Honor. This is the 26th, so I don't know. There's nothing in yet, so I literally just wrote this up before I came to court.
Okay, I will, Mr. Lane, I will try to have them get the information and the body cams as quick as possible so we can verify that it is you. I would say let's try hopefully a week. The problem is that I can't give you a PR bond because you continue to take off on us. I had your evading arrest at 7503 because we can't get you here. So, okay. Do you have any questions, sir? Hey, hit the button, please.
Yes.
Not the best time for me.
I don't know if it was this time. All right. Same thing happened down there with me. That was, no,
Hey, Ms. Hayes, can we have him evaluated, please?
On his previous case, Your Honor, the one his first case in your court, he was already set for a mental health evaluation, but he absconded. He's homeless.
He's,
So,
the look that he was giving us, that was, did you see me eyeing you to?
yes, I moved over, yes.
well, you see where I came from? You see-
Yeah.
Now we're seeing a different layer, mental health. And this complicates everything. Courts have to balance public safety with a defendant's capacity to understand and control their actions. That episode comment? It could shift how responsibility is viewed entirely.
He's pretty coherent when I'm speaking with him, but I've seen the episode coming about. So he's gonna be in custody. Hopefully we can schedule the evaluation. I'll speak to the CLO and go from there.
For sure.
Thank you.
Janine,
Yes, sir, have a plea, Judge. We're gonna plead Mr. Walter Moses, Your Honor. We're proceeding on the assault of a family member case under cause number 2510200, Your Honor. And the state upon completion of the plea will dismiss cause number 2510615.
good morning, Mr. Moses. How are you?
Good.
Shh. Why does this keep happening? This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's the 6th time you've picked up a kind of case where it's a violent case. Actually, 7. It keeps happening. Why? Why so much anger? Do you take any medication?
Yes, sir.
Do you stop taking the medication?
No, sir.
How do you get your medication when you're out there in the free world? When you picked up these 2 cases, had you stopped taking the medication? You were still taking it?
I actually finished up.
Meaning, so you finished, you didn't have any more.
Still gonna pick it up.
Council for reset?
We had him TRAS. TRAS said mental health caseload, or what did they say? And that's what we're doing, right? Okay. What are the other alternatives that we have?
They want to do the mental health case, IFP, thank you for a change, and then they're gonna help them with the council. And they'll report, twice a month. So that's how they make sure that you.
What about paying for IOP and all that?
If it qualifies to be the tap funded one, because if they know the responsible.
I mean, how do we make sure that he qualifies? Because I don't, Mr. Moses, do you work when you go out? When you're out of jail, do you work? Who do you live
Sorry,
with?
no, yes, sir, sir. you on.
It's okay, Mr. D. Who do you live with? And when you leave here now, are you going to be able to stay with mom?
Yes, sir.
Do you know that for?
I don't know that for a fact, you on.
Before you were in jail, who were you living with?
Yeah.
Council for reset?
This is the crossroads moment. The judge is offering something rare, structure instead of straight punishment. But make no mistake, this isn't leniency, it's conditional trust. One misstep, and the system snaps back hard. So the question is, can behavior actually change under pressure like this?
One of the things that you're going to have to do is an intensive outpatient treatment. The problem is that it's expensive. It's not cheap. It's around $500 to $600 to do that. And I don't know if that's something that that you have to be able to pay for. If not, I want to try to get you to, I want to see if we can pay for it. How do we,
I'll do a indigency form with him and then he'll be placed on the wait list if he qualifies. He's on probation, or he'll be on probation. So he'll be fine.
if this fails, what else do we have at our disposal?
If this goes and he starts violating, then they'll place him in the work. That's how it is.
So I want you to understand, Mr. Moses, that we want this to work for you. But you also have to want it to work. If you do something to violate this agreement, you don't do your treatment, you don't stay up on your probation, if you just leave, one of the options is putting you in a residential facility. Do you understand what that means? That means that you will be in, it's not in the actual jail, it's at another facility, right? It's at a lockdown facility that you will not be able to leave, and then you'll be getting treatment. We are trying to do it this way so that you can try to do this while you're out there in the free world doing this by yourself. But if you're not able to, we're going to have to take other measures. Can you get this done? Do you know what's required for you to successfully finish? What do you have to do? Yes. What programs do you have to do? Do you know? You have to do anger management class, right?
Thinking for a change.
Okay, so you have to do a thinking for a change, which is a class where you teaches you how to think when you're in a bad situation. You also have to do outpatient treatment so that we know that you're actually speaking to people, working through any kind of anger issues that you may have.
Yes, sir. And substance abuse.
And substance abuse. No drugs, no alcohol. You cannot use any illegal drugs, including marijuana. No marijuana, no illegal drugs, and no alcohol. They're going to test you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you complete this successfully, you do not end up with a conviction. But you need to understand that there's still.
He will be a conviction, judge. It's straight probation.
Oh, it is straight?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
I thought it was a deferred.
Because he had the state jail conviction up in felony court and the numerous cases that he had that were assaultive in nature that they were not willing to offer him.
Okay. This assault, it's going on your record. There is what's called an affirmative finding of family violence. If you pick up another case like this, you will be facing a third-degree felony. Minimum 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison if you ever pick up another assault like this again. Do you understand? That's years in prison, not days like you are here. Years. You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this as well. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. So no guns, no ammunitions as well. I'm sorry, it's no weapons, right? No weapons. Weapons is a very loose term. If you have any questions about what a weapon is, you have to talk to a lawyer, but be very, very careful. You understand?
Sure.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you cannot change your mind. You must complete this, and it's a 2-year probation. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 1 year in jail. However, I will probate that for 2 years. You've already done the TRAS, so we don't need to do that, but intensive outpatient treatment, thinking for a change, and the mental health caseload. If you ever have a problem, come back to us here. We can help you if you come here. But if you just leave,
and don't do anything, that's the worst thing that can happen. Don't leave. Come back. Good things will happen if you come back. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Good luck, Mr. Moses. I hope that you can make it. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No. Use Bannon. Yes, hold on, Mr. D, I forgot something. Hold on, I forgot. Hey, I don't think he's gonna have anything to pay for anything, so we need, like, we gotta get him. Okay, I have to have you sign one more document that you need to understand, Mr. Moses, that you are now ineligible, meaning that you cannot have a firearm or ammunition. I'm going to read this to you so you understand this, okay? A firearm means any device designated, made, or adapted to expel a projectile through a barrel by using an energy generated by an explosion or burning substance, or any device readily convertible to that use. If you now possess a firearm or ammunition, it could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about how long you will be ineligible, you must talk to a lawyer and they should be able to contact you and consult you about that. I need you to sign this so you understand that you cannot have any more weapons, okay? Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. D. Hey, hey, Matt, how are you? Yeah, come on up.
Case,
That's the defendant?
yes, that is the defendant, Keener, Keener.
Okay, I see it.
I'm approaching to ask for more time, for a longer reset. This was a case, there was a 2B from December of 22.
Okay.
He posted bond, I think in May of 24, and he didn't hire anyone. He got a bunch of THA resets until August. So, I believe the RIP was just completed this morning, and
Discovery complete?
It is, Judge, I believe.
Is there an offer on the table?
Well, I know the defense counsel can kind of talk to his client about it, because I know it's constant dismissal.
right, so I wanted some time to go over the discovery myself and with him, and then to.
I mean, well, of course, we'll give you more time, but at some point, there's got to be a resolution. So
Absolutely,
it's only
Judge.
165 days, so we'll give you another 30 days.
Okay, perfect.
But you got to be nearing.
I'll be on it, Judge.
Any offers? No offers?
There's no offers at this time, Your Honor.
Can you put one on, please? And then that way you have something to counter with as well. So, okay, gotcha. Have fun. Brandon. Hey.
I'm approaching on Mr. Battaglia, B-A-T-T.
Okay.
He was told to do a drug test today. His first setting was last week. And he did test positive for marijuana, nothing else. His first court appearance was last week, though.
You tested it?
I'm sorry, Jeff?
Test today?
He did.
Okay.
Just marijuana.
Okay, so here,
He's here, Your Honor.
bring him up real quick.
Yes, sir. Mr. Battaglia. And he knows, Judge, he's not doing anything. This is.
Good, I'm just gonna counsel him.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
Did he tell you the results?
I just asked him, I said marijuana. Before I approach.
No, you said that he was just marijuana. I didn't say that.
So I thought you confirmed it was marijuana.
No, I got the receipt of marijuana.
Okay, that was my
It
misunderstanding.
has not been confirmed.
Do you have the results?
No, I do not.
Okay, so let's wait on the results, but, okay, so don't use.
I'm not, sir.
So I'm not gonna test you after today, assuming it's just that. I'm not going to test you anymore until about 40 to 45 days after.
Sorry.
If you test clean after that, wonderful, great. If you continue to test positive for marijuana, that tells us that you're continuing to smoke. No dice. Don't use at all. Don't hang out with anyone that's using. Don't go into a car if people are using.
Can I say something? I don't just use regular marijuana, sir. So
You're not supposed to use anything that has anything.
I was using it. I use concentrated marijuana, so it might test positive after 9 days. But if your second level, you'll see that yes, it's positive.
I'm telling you no, Mr. Battaglia. Okay? Don't use.
Yes, sir.
Show me somewhere where it says it can still be in your system at 90 days. But otherwise, at 40 to 45 days, I'm going to test you again. Don't use. That tells me that, unless you prove to me otherwise. All right. Okay,
He
Brandon.
also was telling me maybe going to work in Corpus Christi. I know I would need to give you a letter, but.
Look, there's no travel restriction. As long as you're not violating the law, you're not picking up any new cases, doing anything to violate your conditions, I don't care where you go. Just if you get called for a drug test, beware that you might have to take a drug test because he's got randoms, right? So if you're out and about and you get called, you have to go to Quest Diagnostics and get a test there, and then you can send it to Brandon. We'll take that.
Yes, sir.
So that we don't have to come all the way back here.
Yes, sir. Do you want to reapproach? I apologize, Your Honor.
Don't worry about it. We'll have him here. If something that there shouldn't be, I'll text you.
Thank you.
I got your number.
Okay.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Morning, ma'am.
Hey, come on up. Good morning, Mr. Wingerter. Sir, you're charged with failure to identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 10th, 2024, officers were dispatched to 350 East NASA Parkway in regard to a burglary alarm that went off. While checking the location, officers observed the defendant walking away from the business on the southeast side and ordered him to stop. Upon contact with the defendant advised he did not have an ID and gave the false name of Javier Vasquez, as well as a false date of birth. The officers gave the defendant an opportunity to give his real name twice, but the defendant asserted he was not lying both times. A pat down of the defendant revealed a glass pipe in his left pocket, and he was arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia. Subsequent to that, a fingerprint search was then conducted, which revealed the defendant's real name and showed he has an active warrant with the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
All right, Mr. Wingerter, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Planning on bonding out.
Ask for a PR bond.
Have you been given a PR bond in this case? Okay.
And here's the philosophy behind it all: second chances. The judge is drawing a line, grace, but not without accountability. A PR bond isn't freedom, it's a test. Stay on track or prove the system right for doubting you. Would you take that risk or play it safe?
I tell you that I think that everyone, at least one time, should be given and afforded the opportunity to do something right. And I will grant you a PR bond now. But if you take flight, if you take off and you don't come back, I'm going to be very hard pressed in the future. Do you understand? Here's the other thing, though. I'm not going to give you a PR bond so you can just run the streets and just hang out on the street. I got to know that you have somewhere to go, someone that's going to care for you. You have somewhere to sleep, not just on the side of the street. Who do you have in your life that's with you now?
I can stay with them. They also got a place I can go.
How old are you? How old are you? 26. Where's mom and dad?
I haven't talked to my mom while she was in jail last time I checked, and she hasn't.
She was in jail for what?
It was a charge, and she got picked up from I haven't spoken to her. My father, he works out of town, but I can stay with him too.
Where's he living?
Where's he staying? He's
He does industrial radiology. Mexico,
That's where I'm certified to work too, but I just need to get the job. But right now he's staying off of 249 in Fallbrook, in that area. I can catch a bus over there.
You're saying your dad lives in 249 in Fallbrook now?
My grandparents.
Yeah, he stays there, my grandparents, and I can go stay there right now.
So let's do this. I've appointed Mr. Elick to represent you. I'd like to be able to verify that so that we know that you have a place to go to. And if so, I want to give you a PR bond. But like I said, I'm not giving you a PR bond so you can just run the street and create and wreak even more havoc. You have 2 open felonies now. I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on you, where you're going, what you're doing, so you don't get in trouble and so you're not using what they're alleging is being used. No dope, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using. Do you understand? Okay, so do you mind?
I can then step out and call.
Assuming, then I'll give him a PR bond.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's no bonded on his felonies right now, so that could change.
Oh.
But so it's not like he's going to just get out anyway.
I didn't, Okay. I guess let's do that regardless. If you don't mind, Mr. Elick, let's
Sure,
see if he has a place to go to. And
we approach one side.
Okay, this is not a good way to go through, man. You're 26. You want to follow in mom's footsteps? That's not a good role model, man. This is not a good way to go. You're starting your life now. You have 1 felony dismissed. You now have another 2 felonies. Life doesn't get easier. It gets harder. The more felonies you rack up, you think you can make life easier for you? Come on, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to call anybody right now. I'm not gonna get on the bus and go
Straight to my grandparents. I don't have their numbers, but I know. I mean, if I was PR bonded, I know I could go.
What about your grandmother? You gave me her number.
I could call her, but she's not in town.
Give him something so that we have something to work with. We're not just going to throw you out, and we did that 2 times before. Look, you don't have to say anything. We just don't want you to floating on the street doing nothing. That's it. All right.
I'll reapproach, Your Honor.
Thanks, Mr. Elick.